won the first international Tchaikovsky piano competition in Moscow. Overnight, he became a classical music star, but by 1978, he'd stopped performing in public, but now he's back in Moscow, where he played the same concerto with the same orchestra on the same stage where he scored that first triumph, and the rave reviews showed that his return was also a triumph. Yesterday, Van Cliburn helped celebrate the 4th of July at the U.S. Embassy. And Van Cliburn joins us live from Moscow this morning. Good morning. How are you?
Hello, Kathleen.
You played on Sunday.
So I wish I could see your pretty face.
Oh, that's very fair. You played on Sunday with Piano Concerto Tchaikovsky's #1, correct? The same one
yes,
you played 31 years ago.
Right.
Did
this
you
was
play
a memorial
which one did?
concert.
Well, you know what? Which one did you play better? The first time or the one just the other day?
Well, you see, each time you play, you're more critical. So each time you think you're trying to look at all of the whole product that you have made, and it's very difficult because when you go out to play a performance of classical music, you're trying to recreate a painting in sound, because music is to time what painting is to space. So you're always critical because your first thought is to try for the architecture of the piece. And if you can present the architecture to an audience, you're always, if you're performing a piece, you must always remember that you're performing for someone. It is not for yourself. So you're always trying to look at what you're doing from many different aspects. So each performance is very difficult, and you're equally critical.
How was it to go back there, and why had you taken so long, 31 years, to return?
Well, I think that I wanted to enjoy a normal home life. Someone once said, Van, you're just trying to enjoy things that other people take for granted. And I suppose that was true. But I wanted to just have normal life so that I could go to the opera, go to concerts, hear my friends play. Also be able to see friends that were getting a little bit older. And fortunately, I was able to be with some friends before they passed away.
I understand that you met the Gorbachevs the other night. What did you talk about?
Yes, not only got to meet them, they stayed for the entire concert. The concert was an invitation from President and Mrs. Gorbachev because this is the foundation, cultural foundation, that Mrs. Gorbachev founded in January of 1988. And they are doing a wonderful beginning work in not only salvaging some of the historical places, but also looking very deeply into how they can help young artists and musicians in their quest for musical perfection and musical activity. I think this is a great thing because the young people of the world must know the classics, because the classics are changeless in an ever-changing world, and it's the one thing that young people can hang on to and get strength from for all their lives.
Can you tell me what you talked about with the Gorbachevs?
With the Gorbachevs, we talked about that too, because we were talking about how important classical music and the classics in general are for the world. They are universal. They're never a point of contention. They're above politics in a sense that all of the world respects the great classics of art. And so it's a wonderful thing. Each country in the world has something unique and beautiful to contribute. And to preserve all of that, I think this is a worthy cause.
How is Moscow different than when you were there at 23 years old? I understand you're thinking of buying an apartment there?
Yes, I asked permission from Mr. Gorbachev if I could have a little pied-à-terre here, because I know that I will be playing more concerts in the Soviet Union, but also there were proposals from Hungary, Poland, Romania again, and Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia and so many places. And I thought, well, if we have a little pied-à-terre here, It can be like a home base. We could travel out going around in this part of the world. And I said, after 31 years, I think they know me well enough that, and they seem to like me, so I said maybe they wouldn't mind if I had a little bedroom that I could call my own.
Ben Cliburn, thank you so much for joining us from
Thank
Moscow
you,
this
Kathleen.
morning. Have a
You're
wonderful
so
trip.
sweet. Thank you.
It's now 9 before the hour, and we'll be back.